Alright, everyone, we are back for episode 5 here as we take on our first tag duel. And the acorns continue crashing down after we just swept up our deck. Isn't that just dandy? Anyway, you can read this if you'd like. Personally, I don't care one bit about the story. I haven't seen any of the new animes either, except for a few episodes of 5Ds, and probably Yugioh GX is still my favorite series. I just really liked how they had the whole school on the island, the Duel Academy. I like the heroes, Destiny heroes, Elemental heroes. And granted, they're getting a lot of support, but it's a shame, man. I ended up deleting Master Duel off my computer. I just don't really like the process of collecting the cards in the game. It's definitely stacked in their favor. They'd rather you just pay real world money. Obviously there's ways to get around that, but it's not fun for me. And just how people are able to get off these crazy combos, and it's a shame really what the game has become. I don't really feel like they didn't have to keep adding new mechanics to the game every single iteration. It's just absurd. I think if they stopped with the Zexal, with the XYZ cards, that would be fine, and then just, continue to make new archetypes and stuff like that, like you do, but just keep in mind not to keep power creeping the game. And really, this point in Tag Force Special is probably the best format ever. There's just so many different ways you could go and build your deck, and everything is competitive. Unfortunately, they don't have Burning Abyss in this game. I think the latest archetype they have is Infernoids. It would be cool if they managed to put in Burning... Jesus, how much dialogue. Okay, there we go. Let's see who we're facing here. There's like 10 different people. So we're going against Constellars. And let's see who his partner is going to be. I think it's the X-Saber dude. Yeah. Yaba Tudo. He's using the old school X-Sabers. Alright, so we'll see how our Dark World deck can stack up against Constellars and X-Sabers. Unfortunately, we can't see our partner's hand, which is absurd. So we'll just have to hope that he can step up to the plate here with his Entermates. The art is decent though for the Entermates. Like, Silver Claw looks pretty cool, I guess. Alright, so awesome. We have 2 Dark World dealings. So go ahead and could get Grapha and then just bring him back with Monster Reborn. Or we could go for the Gates of the Dark World and banish her and discard this guy. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to discard gold using Gates of the Dark World. Banish Snow. Discard gold. Bring gold back. And then we could play the next Dark World dealings, but I'm going to wait for our next turn. Kind of play it safe. And since we can't do a ton of damage, we're not going to use our United We Stand, because that's probably going to be gone next turn as well. So just playing it safe, trying to set us up for success in the next turn, because these guys can definitely set up their board pretty well, given that the Constellar fella, yeah, see, just like that, you can get his combos going. Sipping on a nice peppermint tea. It's actually quite a warm day here. It's about 80 degrees. Ready for it to finally cool off completely here in good old North Carolina. And just like that, wouldn't you believe it? So we end up beating them. Now I remember having quite a tough time against these guys, but just goes to show you, if you have the right hand, anything is possible. I guess they're kind of pissed that they lost. I did not read anything, so I have no idea what's going on here. Miami City Championship. So, really liking these Dark Worlds. We don't have an extra deck, but I mean, we don't really need it, because the whole point of the deck is to get our Grapha out, and you can easily get quite a few out. Go and save our game here. So let's go ahead and jump in right into the next duel here. The tag duel ultimately wasn't too bad. Continue using our Dark World deck. Probably use this Dark World deck until the second, after we defeat the second boss. We'll see how things go ultimately, but I do kind of wish we had some more traps at least. We don't have Bottomless or anything, or Mirror Forest, but we'll be able to get them. I believe we can get a structure deck that has Mirror Force in it. Alright. Pretty good hand. We'll discard our Grapha. We'll pop his face down. She uses Edge M Saber. She uses those weird toy cards, which can be a little bit annoying. Bring back our Grapha. And the cool thing is, even if she uses Bottomless, we can use our Escape from the Dark Dimension to bring back Grapha. Almost tempted to put in 2 copies of Escape from the Dark Dimension, but maybe that's unnecessary. Gonna attack with Grapha so we can get a discard off Brawn. Discard Huntsman or Brow. And call it a turn. Yeah, Summoner Monk. Good old Summoner Monk, eh? She can't do anything. I guess she doesn't have any Xyz monsters. Pop them using our Lightning Vortex. Just get rid of Dark Necrophere. And from here, play Brow, and this is GG. I'm not even sure why I'm planning it out so meticulously, because this duel is over. Another victory, my friends. $1,600 DP. Very nice. Let's go against Kashiga. She uses Noble Knights. And I do like Noble Knights. I like the whole concept behind them. I like warrior monsters in general. Hopefully you guys can't hear that beating. Someone's always got to do something on Sunday. It's even more annoying on Saturday when you have a long week and you just want to sleep in and people start cutting their grass at damn 8 a.m. and doing all kinds of stuff outside. Alright, we have a really good hand here. We'll play our Dark World dealings. Discard Grapha, pop her face down. That's what makes Grapha even more broken, is the fact that you can pop stuff when he's discarded. Never mind being able to bring him back from the graveyard. Very nice. And at this point, we'll save our Allure of Darkness for next turn. Hit her directly. Alright, nice. So we have Monster Reborn. We'll pop our Allure of Darkness. Get rid of Trigodia. Alright. And go ahead and sacrifice Grapha. Play Monster Reborn. Bring back Grapha. No, we don't want to use Maxi. He's back, and we'll play Card Destruction. Beautiful. Get 2+2s. Very nice. Play Trade-In. Unfortunately, we can't use our Gateway to the Dark World. We'll play Dark World Lightning. Pop her face down. Boom. Discard Beige. Bring him back. And just like that, it is GG. We're going to attack with our 2 lower monsters. That would suck if she had a Gorz. But we'll just do that because the more damage you inflict, the more DP you get. Wow. Can you believe that, folks? I'm just amazed at the consistency we're getting here. It just shows you how powerful Dark Worlds are. So, probably have time for another 2 more duels. And Jerikrot. Try to go through all the characters, see what everyone's about before we reduel anyone else. And it's cool because if you start a new playthrough with another tag partner, unfortunately you don't have a lot of options. For the Arc 5 story mode, you have only 4 characters you can choose from, but you do get other new opponents for each character you decide to partner with. So, another solid hand. Ooh, yeah, she's using the Q ports, however you say it. So she can be pretty pesky. Luckily, we have Maxi, so we have some options here. Alright. Pretty good turn 1. Play our Beige. Ideally, we'd like to pop Snow's effect. Get our field spell card. And we should be good for GG next turn. Night Beam. That's gonna be another fun. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Alright, we'll use our Max C here. She is more than likely going to special summon something. Now I don't know how all these cards interact with each other. Hopefully, yeah. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna bring back Grapha and attack his 2100 attack monster, and hopefully we can. Hopefully that will be GG. Yep. There you have it. So she did turn the tides on us, but luckily her life points were already pretty low, and we come out with yet another victory. Alright, so let's do one more duel. Again, I don't want to play any of these characters. They're not fun at all. These student characters, they use really cheap decks, really annoying decks. Let's see here. Kinakawai, she uses Watts, I believe. There's a little spider hopping here on my desk. Doesn't hop along unless he hops on me. And that peppermint tea was quite smooth. Alright, another duel where we have at least one Dark World Dealings, and this card is really good for us here. Discard Snow. We'll get a Grapha. Why not? We'll play another Dark World Dealing. Discard Grapha. We'll pop her face down. Oh, she uses Battery Mans, which is arguably trickier than Watts. She can special summon a ton as well. And of course we pop the wrong face down. Oh well, we'll get rid of your artifact using Smashing Ground, and we can bring our Grapha back, as long as she doesn't spam her field and get 5 Battery Mans. Alright, we'll take a little bit of damage, no problemo. Got our gates to the Dark World. Banish Snow. So much for that. The spider on the desk is inching closer and closer to me. Now he's under the keyboard. Alright, let's pop his Gen X Alley Birdman. There you go. Luckily, she did not have anything face down. Do we play Great Maju? No, we'll save him for next turn. And we'll just set a Scar. And next turn we might be able to end it. So much for that. Another wrench in our gears. Thank you. We'll get our brawn. Nice, another Gates to the Dark World. We'll discard. Not really worried about our face down at this point, so we'll just get an extra card. And we'll play Brawn. And then play our card Destruction. It's amazing that that card is legal. I'm not sure if it still is legal, but... Ah, shucks. And we shoot ourselves in the foot. We could bring him back. Yeah, we'll bring him back. Never know what she may play next turn. And hopefully next turn is GG, perhaps. No, well, I'm not going to let you do that. Fiendish Chain. Very handy. Alright, this spider is getting annoying. Flick him off the desk. There you go. Alright, play our Dark World dealings, discard Grapha, pop his Blackluster Soldier, and from there, doesn't matter, we'll just play Beige and bring back the other Grapha. There you go. Hit her for 6,000 points of damage, and next turn, willing to bet $10 that this duel will come to an end. Yep, go ahead and just GG. Very nice. Cool. So we have half of our heart. So for the next episode, we'll complete that heart. And from there, potentially go into the boss fight. We'll see how much time we have. But thank you very much for joining us here for another Yu-Gi-Oh! Tag Force Special episode. See you in the next one.